There are doors on this planet that have not been opened in centuries, some in millennia. They were sealed deliberately by people who intended them to stay closed forever. And despite every advance in technology, despite robots and ground-penetrating radar and cosmic ray detectors, they remain shut. These are not metaphors. These are real doors in real structures that no living person has ever seen the other side of. Here are 7 of them. Number 7. The marble door of the Hagia Sophia. In Istanbul, inside one of the most visited buildings on Earth, there is a massive marble doorway on the upper gallery level that has been sealed for centuries. It once led to a passage connecting the Hagia Sophia to a neighboring structure, possibly a patriarchal residence, possibly an imperial corridor used by Byzantine emperors to enter the building without being seen by the public. When the Ottoman Empire converted the Hagia Sophia into a mosque in 1453, several passages were walled shut and never reopened. This door is one of them. It has been plastered over, bricked up, and painted. Researchers have confirmed with ground-penetrating radar that a corridor exists behind it. What condition it is in, where it leads, and what it contains are unknown. The building has been a church, a mosque, and a museum. It is now a mosque again. And somewhere inside its walls, a sealed corridor has been waiting in silence for over 500 years. Number 6. The tomb of the first Qin emperor. Beneath a man-made mountain in central China lies the burial chamber of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of unified China, sealed since 210 BC. The chamber has been confirmed by ground-penetrating radar, roughly 80 meters long, 50 meters wide, and 15 meters tall. Soil tests above the mound show mercury concentrations far above normal levels, distributed in patterns consistent with ancient accounts describing rivers of mercury simulating the great waterways of the empire. When the Terracotta Army was first unearthed in the 1970s, the soldiers were covered in vivid paint that oxidized and vanished within minutes of exposure to air. If the burial chamber contains silk, bamboo manuscripts, or lacquerwork, opening it could destroy them instantly. The Chinese government has prohibited excavation indefinitely. The technology to safely open, ventilate, and preserve such a chamber does not yet exist. The door has been closed for over 2,200 years. Number 5. The Gantenbrink door inside the Great Pyramid. In 1993, a German engineer named Rudolf Gantenbrink sent a small robot called Upuat-2 into a shaft barely 8 inches wide inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. The shaft rises from the Queen's chamber at a steep angle through the body of the pyramid. After climbing 65 meters, the robot's camera revealed something unexpected. A small limestone slab, fitted precisely into the shaft, with 2 corroded copper fittings embedded in its surface. It looked like a door. In 2002, a second robot drilled through it and found another blocking stone just 21 centimeters behind the first. Behind that second barrier, nothing has been seen. In 2011, a fiber optic camera slipped through a tiny gap and captured images of red hieroglyphic markings on the floor of the space behind the first stone, markings that had not been seen by human eyes since the pyramid was built 4,500 years ago. The northern shaft has its own door, identical in design, at exactly the same distance from the Queen's chamber. 2 sealed doors, perfectly symmetrical, deep inside the most massive structure of the ancient world. Neither has been opened. Number 4. The sealed gate of Newgrange. In Ireland, a 5,000-year-old passage tomb called Newgrange contains a narrow corridor that leads to a central chamber deep inside a massive earthen mound. Above the entrance, there is a structure called the roof box, a carefully designed opening that allows sunlight to penetrate the passage for exactly 17 minutes during the winter solstice. The light reaches all the way to the back wall of the inner chamber, illuminating carved spiral patterns. But behind the main chamber archaeologists have identified what appears to be a continuation of the passage, sealed with stone. Ground-penetrating radar surveys have suggested the presence of an additional chamber or corridor beyond the known interior. Excavation has never been attempted because the structure is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and any intervention risks destabilizing the 5,000-year-old corbelled roof. Whatever the builders of New Grange placed behind that seal has remained untouched since before the pyramids were built. Number 3. The North Face Corridor of the Great Pyramid. In March 2023, researchers using Muon radiography confirmed a previously unknown corridor hidden behind the chevron stones on the Great Pyramid's north face. The passage is 9 meters long, roughly 2 meters wide, and tall enough for a person to stand inside. An endoscopic camera was inserted through a small gap in the stonework. The footage revealed bare limestone walls, carved with the same precision as the known chambers. But the corridor does not end in a wall. It continues into the body of the pyramid and terminates at what appears to be another sealed stone barrier. Zahi Hawass has stated publicly that he expects to announce what lies beyond. But as of now, no camera, no robot, and no human has passed that barrier. It is the newest sealed door on this list, discovered only 2 years ago, and it may be guarding a space that has been closed since 2560 BC. Number 2. Vault B of the Padmanabha Swami Temple. In Kerala, India, beneath one of the oldest Hindu temples in the world, there are 6 subterranean vaults. In 2011, the Indian Supreme Court ordered an inventory of 5 of them. What emerged was staggering. Gold coins dating to the Roman Empire, necklaces weighing kilograms, crowns encrusted with diamonds and rubies, a solid gold statue of Vishnu. The estimated value exceeded $22 billion, making Padmanabha Swami the wealthiest religious institution on earth. But the 6th vault was not opened. Vault B is sealed behind a massive iron door reinforced with heavy locks. Behind that door, there is an antechamber. Behind the antechamber, there is a second door. In 2012, examiners managed to remove 2 of the 3 locks on the inner barrier. The third could not be opened. The door itself is adorned with carved images of 2 enormous cobras, interpreted by many as a deliberate warning. According to local tradition, the vault was sealed by a sacred chant that has since been lost, and only a monk of sufficient spiritual authority could safely unseal it. In 1908, an attempt to enter reportedly ended when the exploration team encountered live cobras inside the antechamber and fled. Whether the stories are embellished is beside the point. The vault remains sealed. The Indian courts continue to debate whether it should be opened. The Travancore royal family opposes it. Religious authorities oppose it, and no one knows what the inner chamber contains. The 5 vaults that were opened held $22 billion. The one that remains closed is, by every indication, the largest of them all. Number 1. The tomb of Genghis Khan. In 1227, the most powerful conqueror in human history died. His armies had built the largest contiguous land empire ever known, stretching from the Pacific to Eastern Europe. And according to every historical account, his soldiers took his body to a secret location, buried him, and then killed everyone who had witnessed the burial. The funeral escort was reportedly executed by a separate detachment, who were themselves killed by another. The location was then allegedly trampled by horses, diverted by rivers, and planted with forest to erase every trace. 800 years later, the tomb has never been found. There is no confirmed door to point to, no sealed chamber detected by radar, no entrance visible from satellite imagery. The tomb of Genghis Khan is not just an unopened door. It is a door that has been so thoroughly hidden that we do not even know where to look. Mongolian tradition considers the search itself to be a violation, and several expeditions have been halted under cultural and political pressure. One Japanese Mongolian project spent years surveying the Khenti Mountains using ground-penetrating radar and magnetometry. They found anomalies. They found nothing conclusive. The tomb may be under a river, beneath a mountain, or inside a structure that was designed to look like undisturbed earth from the surface. The man who conquered the known world may be lying in a hole so simple and so carefully disguised that the most advanced detection technology available cannot distinguish it from the ground around it. Here is the thread that connects all 7. Every one of these doors was sealed by people who understood something about permanence that we are still grappling with. They built barriers that have outlasted empires, religions, and entire languages. They hid things so effectively that technologies they could never have imagined still cannot find them. And in most cases, we cannot open what they closed, not because we lack the tools, but because opening the door would destroy whatever is behind it. These doors were designed to stay shut. And after hundreds, thousands, and in some cases tens of thousands of years, they are still doing exactly what they were built to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.